All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the image format options. Once you click on an image, you'll see the option up here, the button for format options. When you click on it, it will bring up a side panel on the right of your screen that gives you a bunch of options. You can change the size and rotation. You can get pretty specific in how you want to change those properties. You have position. Here you have a recolor. Recolor is kind of interesting. You can it gives you little thumbnail previews of what it would look like. So I can make this black and white, or maybe a nice sepia. All right, so you can change that. You can also adjust. So if this is too dark, I can adjust it. I can change the brightness, brighten up the photo a little bit, change the contrast. It just depends on how you want to look. You can also change the transparency of an image. So to change the transparency of an image, you wouldn't go to the fill color, you'd go to format options. So you can play with that. You can also add drop shadows. Drop shadows are also an option, not just for images, but for like word art as well. And I think also text boxes. So you can also do drop shadow. So whenever you see like so to go backward a little bit, if you ever click on an object, an image, a text box, or anything, if there's format options, click on it and kind of explore and see what you can do. So I can add a drop shadow. I can change the angle so you can kind of see them, and change the distance so you can see the shadow. So you can add a drop shadow, change the angle, have the light source go from a different side of the object. You can change the transparency. I can make the shadow very, very dark, or I can make it very light. I can change the distance, make it really far away from my object. I can also blur make the shadow blur. I can also change the color of this shadow. I can make it blue or pink or whatever color I'd like it to be. Another thing you can do is the reflection. You can add a reflection to your image. It just depends on whatever you're designing or what you want it to do. And again, you can change the transparency of the reflection. As I drag it over to the right, it gets more and more see-through. I can change the distance, how far away is this reflection from the object, and also the size of the reflection. Is it going to be the full reflection or only half of it? So these are just some additional advanced options that you can do to further change format and just get a little bit more creative with what you want your drawing to look like in the end.